Yeah, welcome. Samuel B Powers, Black Power. Hey, welcome, my people. Good afternoon from here. I'm reaching you, Michael. Yeah, hello. Long time, guys. I know I've missed. I've been very busy of late. I've been too busy. Michael, welcome to Ben Johnson. I greet you all. I'm seeing everyone. Wait, let me put the second phone here. I'm using it to watch because this one is standing horizontally. I placed it horizontally. So thank you. Please let me share this for a brief moment. Just use a second or less to share it with your friends and family. Yeah, I want to welcome you all. Thanks. Once again, I'm not with any of my bracelets. I feel so naked again. Thank you guys for joining me. Please. Every time, I think it has become a national anthem now to say that nothing in Nigeria works for the common man. And I've stopped using that word Nigeria so much because a lot of Africans can relate to this story because it's a general something all across Africa. Put your hand anywhere on a map of Africa. Daniel, welcome. On the map of Africa, find out that the problem is the same. As if they are copying and pasting incompetence from east to west, from north to south. There is a video I posted on my YouTube channel, Ijele Speak. Someone sent it to me from Lagos. No, from the USA. But it happened in Lagos. In that video, you will see Nigerians in the streets playing football. You know, some are just standing. The normal way people live in Nigeria when there is no work, maybe on a bank holiday or any day the government tells everyone not to come outside. So much for freedom. Normally we stay in the streets, we play, we catch up with friends, you know, move to the next neighborhood, children will be playing and all that. But with this lockdown, as a result of the virus, the global pandemic, people are going through. We found out that in Nigeria there is nothing. In fact, there was no way they could make that happen in Nigeria. It's just not possible. I don't see any way by any metric you use. You can't do that in Nigeria. Why? Okay, we are copying developed nations by locking down the cities. Now go to those places like in Italy, for instance, they've suspended mortgage payments. If the landlord can, if the bank can't take mortgage from your landlord, the landlord can charge you for rent. That one is out of the way for the people. Utility bills, everything suspended. Government giving people money. In Spain, they do give people money. Food, they send them food. And all that to get by. Because they know that everything is on standstill. Now, Nigeria, we copied the lockdown, but we didn't copy the welfare packages. Why? Because in Nigeria, don't make any mistake about it. Nigeria is a welfare state, just that the welfare goes to the rich. Welfare for the rich, the ruling class, and everyone else who can go F yourselves. In Nigeria, there was no provision for basic things people need. Now there is no electricity. What's the population of Nigeria? No one knows. Some will say it's 180 million, some 200, some 250. Who knows? Nobody. Because there has never been an accurate census figure in Nigeria. So with that, how would you even know the population, the number of people you have within your territory? Now, this lockdown has happened. There is no electricity at home. You know how Nigerian homes are. You know how they build the houses. Very tightly jam-packed units. Cross ventilation is a luxury. In some places, you just see a small room, and 4 people, 5 people will be sleeping in it. A family, a whole family. Now there is no electricity. Please check what the temperature is in Nigeria right now. Check what the temperature is. Why can't these people make provisions for the people? At least let there be electricity. Since that is impossible, then allow the people go out and catch some fresh air. Well, let me show you, put the video. Hold on. I think I have the video to show you here, to share with you. I'm coming. Let me show you guys the video. Okay. I think I have the video here. Wait. It's loading. Hold on. I want you to just take a good look at this. Just watch.
I'm listening, sir. Yes, sir. I'm listening clearly. There's nothing we can do right now. Okay? Are you saying that the government should release everybody so that the virus will keep spreading? No, I never said so. I never said so. They said a social distance. It's a precautionary measure. Yes, you are right by that. But we are telling you from now to 2 days, we will come out to protest. If they did not send any money or food for us, we will protest. We will protest. We will protest. We are given 2 days for our protection. We will protest. We will protest in 2 days. Time. Yes. Yes, I know what you said. Yes. 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 I'm working on my own.
Guys, I posted the video. I posted the video on the page, so you can go and watch it later. You can go and watch it later. Now, that man couldn't answer a single question the other man threw up to him. What do you expect us to do? You are telling me it's for my safety. When I'm hungry, when I'm going to die of heat. Ask an average person you know in Nigeria what the weather is like. Wait, how many people has coronavirus killed? Now, do you know how many people that die of malaria in Nigeria every given year? Right now, expect them to count every person that died from malaria as someone who died as a result of, as a victim of this coronavirus. How many people are going to die of hunger? What do you think the people care about most? Eating to stay alive. There is no guarantee that they will contract this, and there is no guarantee that they won't. But there is every guarantee that when you stay home, you will die. You will die of hunger. There are many families in Nigeria who can't feed if none of the parents goes out to look for food. Well, let me read the comments, sir. Oga, now it's not time for too much English. Call your capable fans to make donations for you to reach out to those that... See, listen. Everybody can... You do it in your capacity. I don't need to call anyone to do it. I've done my bit. You can do your bit. How do you mean this is not time for big? Is this big English? No, is this what you call big English? And who is holding you from helping people? You actually need me to tell you what you will do before you send your donation to people? Like seriously? What are you even saying? My people, you can do in your own individual capacity. You don't need to come outside and rant and say, let's contribute and do this and that. How are you sure that the money you are contributing is getting to where you want it to get to? This is the time to get the people to rally. Rally together, make your demands. You either let us be or you provide the things we need. Else, we are going to march and make sure that the power is rationed. Go and ask people in Lekki, in Asokoro, in all these highbrow areas in Nigeria, they have 24 hours electricity. They don't even know what it is like. Just 500 meters outside of their neighborhood. Believe me, outside of the gates of their neighborhood, of their city, they don't know what life is like on the other side. In Lagos, it's mainland and island. Go to Mushin, go to Ketu, and I'm using this as an example for all other cities scattered around Nigeria like this. I guarantee you that when you go to a big man's area, rich people's area, they have steady electricity. Everything there functions. The streets are paved, so it's easy to send the environmental agents to go and clean them up, wash them every time. Then go to poor neighborhoods. You don't even have a paved street that would be cleaned. You saw the funny video where they were just trying to spray mud. An unpaved street, red mud. They are trying to spray on it. And the other one, you see people with an ordinary water tanker spraying ordinary water. Just one small line. And you think you're asking people to donate 1 kobo, 2 kobo is more important than telling the people what they should do? You heard the man, he said after 3 days, 2 days, they are going to march. And I'm telling you right now, you can only push people so far. There is a limit to what the people will take. At a point, they will start pushing back. And it's going to happen. No kidding. No joke. No, are you telling me that going to give people pennies is more important than telling them to take a stand right now that they know they have the political class by the jugular? They can squeeze them for everything and anything they want. What do you think would happen to all this? Okay, let's use NEPA. It's the name we know very well in Nigeria. What if they go to NEPA offices and demand that the power be rationed? If there is 5 hours non-stop, non-interrupted power supply in Lekki, let that be the same thing in Mushin. If it's like that in Abuja, let it be like that in Onitsha too. And mind you, the people they are giving this electricity are people who can afford to power their homes for 5 years non-stop on generators. They have multiple generators, standby generators that when you open them, they are as clean as the one that they just dropped from the forklift. Isn't it time to ration this thing at least? At least you let the people. No, I bet maybe we even talk and where everybody go hear them. These people, they get the generator for also. They get everything. Yet now then get electricity. Poor people no get. Now the poor people, you don't even want make them come outside, catch fresh air. Just let someone maybe someone should explain that one to me, because I'm not feeling it. I'm not getting it one bit. I'm not feeling it. I'm not getting it one bit. For how long are the masses supposed to sit down and wait? Now, for those of you that are asking for handouts, for how long will they give you these handouts? How much are they going to give you people? They will just bring 500 people and give them how much? Maybe 10,000 naira per person. Then what? Then what? Would that 10,000 last you for 2 weeks? How much is a tuber of yam? How much is a kilogram of rice? How much is a kilogram of garri? How exactly are they going to survive? See, my people, the problem is this. We've reduced our standard so low that we accept anything. We take anything as victory. That is just a cheese they put on the rat on the rat trap. How much do you think these people are allocated for this lockdown? At the end of the day, they will tell you that they spent billions. And someone is not bothered, concerned about this and how to put an end to this once and for all. You just want to rely on handouts. Ask yourself that question: for how long are you going to take that handout? For how long have they been handing it out? Is it not the same thing they play during electioneering campaign? Is it not the same thing? Why would they even use the same system to put the wool over your eye over and over again? 6 months, imagine. Kenny Stone, 2 months is a play. We are going 6 months. Imagine. Can you imagine? Was there even a reason to lock down Nigeria in the first place? That's the question. Look at Turkey. Look at Istanbul. More populated than any city you can get in Nigeria. Yet everybody is going their normal businesses. Maintaining the social distancing. Of course, they know that they can't afford to lock down the whole place. This is a recipe for social unrest. This is a recipe for social unrest, and this is what you get when you have a bunch of incompetents running things in your country. Don't do that. We are good in copying, but we can't paste. In America, how much are they giving their people monthly? 1,200. Every parent. There's no reason to lock down Nigeria to begin with. Yes, there is no justification for locking down Nigeria. Every day we are learning new things about the coronavirus, i.e., they've developed a lot of cures just in the last few days, couple of days, including the hydroxychloroquine they are using to treat people. 100% it cures people. Now we are using our ancient ways. Many people, scientists, African scientists, Professor Uzo, for instance, gave us a video 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, on how to treat this locally using our local ingredients. We already know that our body is affecting the ruling class. Why? Because a lot of them have not treated malaria for the last 40 years, 30 years. Their children also. That's why it seems it's affecting their children and not us. Isn't this the time to focus on the solutions rather than locking down everyone and everything? Everything is stagnant. If anyone in Nigeria right now that doesn't have someone sending them money from abroad is officially fucked. Believe it or not. is officially fault. The lockdown doesn't make sense. Even at that, they still can't allow the people go out and take fresh air. Just tell me, a family of 6 living in a 2-room apartment under this weather, please use your phone or any other device you have there. Check the current temperature in Nigeria, the average temperature in Nigeria. Lagos is like 31 degrees Celsius. Abuja will be around 33, 34. Sokoto will be nearing 37. Kebbi, Meduguri, Damaturu, all these places. Onisha will be around 30. Rivers and all that. You are expecting the people, not just that they don't have food at home, they have no prospect of getting food anywhere. Now they are going to be locked down for 2 weeks. Upon that, they are not even allowed to go out and take fresh air. My people, please. If this is not a recipe for disaster, tell me what is. Tell me what else is. Well, let me read the comment. Guys, I live in America and I have been going about my business throughout. Build and boost up your immune system, of course. How are you going to lock people down without electricity and running water? Besides, this virus doesn't do well in a hot climate. You would think this is the most common sense thing to do. You would think that even the most stupid person in government would have thought about this. You would think that even the dumbest among them would know this. This is just, the common sense is really, really uncommon in Nigeria. And the people at the helm of affairs don't even know this. Believe me, they are this dumb. Nigerians, power concedes nothing. The people in power, they will never concede an inch. You have to take it. You have to take it. Going out in the street and making demands right now is more important than sending $100 to someone in Nigeria. Believe me. Where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? Nigerians, pour out in the street and show your grievances. Guys, please let me share this video. Thumb it up. The reach is so low, just 55 people. Please let me share this video, guys. You can share it on groups. You can share it on groups you belong to and start a watch party with it. It's a brand new page. This is not the first Ijele Speak. They took the first one down. So most of our people don't know that we're here right now. Please let me share this and bring our people. Take a moment and share this video, please. Tell me. Imagine you. Just put yourself in their shoes. Well, let me read the comment. Nigerian government has the most confessed and the brainwashed government is the most. Okay, it's a mistake. Educate the people is much important than all this BS. Of course, you don't buy welcome. Common sense is not common. You are right. You are right. If there is anything that eludes our political class most is common sense. Not just common sense. This is what you get when your central bank manager, your CBN governor, don't even know the first thing about banking, about money. Can't even stand before 10 people and lecture you on the difference between money and currency without looking at a white paper. A place where the health minister don't even know the first thing about primary health care. A place where an engineering graduate is a bank manager. Now, are you seeing how all those things are coming back to bite us, to haunt us? Are you seeing how the wagon is circling back? Now you know why favoritism is bad, why people keep shouting against favoritism. Not that you wouldn't give your friends just, please, if you want to favor your friend in a certain department, please find a friend of yours that knows exactly what's going on there and how to handle it. When you've staffed your government with a bunch of morons, a bunch of non-entities who don't even know the first thing about the office they are holding, what do you expect? What do you expect? It is something like this. Mind you that people sat down around the table and decided to initiate this lockdown. The entire national security team sat down around the table and decided this without taking into cognizance the plight of the poor masses and how they are going to get by. This money they said they are sharing, how long do they really need to tell people to stand in line? You have national ID cards. Yes. Why not use people's ID card, tag it to their bank account, and push the button? They don't even have the money anywhere. Everything is now, most of the money that you think they have are just on computers. Even the paper money they don't have. Just with the push of a button, they will send everyone any amount of money they want. Of course, there will be inflation. But then at least people will have something to eat, something to hold on to. Most people don't know that there are families in Nigeria that don't make up to 30,000 naira in a month. I'm telling you, excuse me. Corona-19 biochemical blasted in planet 4. Oh, my people, this story. The metros don't need to be beaten. People, the only thing is to advise them to go back to their homes, not being there, pushing them into the gutter. I saw that video. Wait, just tell me, how are you going to go into your home when you have no electricity? Tell me how. The climate is already hot. The homes we are using are not electrofitted. Just remember the place you are talking about. You are not talking about Europe. You are not talking about America. Not any of the developed Asian countries. No. We are talking about Nigeria. In some places, come on. In some of these homes, the roof by now will be working against you. It will cook you. Your house will cook you. Like literally. Like literally. How are you going to stay in your home when there is no electricity? The only option is to revolt. Nobody is calling for a social unrest at this point. But from the way these people are doing, it's like the political class is doing everything to engineer a social unrest. I hope they get their wishes. I hope their wishes are granted. Because I'm telling you, it will get to a point where the people will say, okay, let's all die. Imagine the population of Nigeria stands up at the same time now. How many police do they have? How many count up, in fact, multiply the entire Nigerian police by 4. Multiply the entire Nigerian military by 5. Tell me how many streets you think we have in Nigeria. How many cities do we have in Nigeria? How many local governments are they going to police? Please, just start using these figures. Let's deal with figures right now. How many? So I found out that these guys are even bringing that revolution without knowing it. Nigerians are under a national trance. Do not waste your time. Those you are fighting for are the same ones that are celebrating these political thieves. Ignorance. Ignorance. We were all there. At some point in our time, in our lives, we've been there. I, myself included. But guess what? We don't have to let this continue forever. If we start today, it's not too late. Believe me, swing back starts from one day. It starts with one action. It starts with one action. You see all these things people are saying that they won't hear, they won't. Don't worry. This situation will make them hear by force. You see, Nigerians, they are getting disillusioned. At least right now, most of them have now come to believe that their pastors have no power. Some of them are beginning to realize that their pastors, all those miracles are fake. They are fake. That is one place to start from. Then we'll be progressing. Gradually, we'll be progressing. It's a gradual process. Do not lose faith. Believe me, this COVID-19 is going to bring us to a place we don't expect. And it's a place of good. It's a place of goodness. Great things. Because whether they like it or not, they have to start producing things in Nigeria. Because other countries are not going to send them to you. Other countries are not going to send you anything. Look at America, the supply chain is broken. Europe, the supply chain is broken. Why? Because everyone gets from China. And now that Wuhan has restarted, the engine of Wuhan has restarted. 80% of the Chinese import comes from Wuhan. Export comes from Wuhan. Now they are beginning to export things. Where do you think they will send those things first? Europe, America, or Africa? Tell me. And please just wait. Those who've prepared for this a long time ago would benefit from this. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it will never turn out worse for our people. That's why we need to strike them where it hurts. Strike while the iron is still red. Strike while the iron is still hot. Union bosses, all the unionists, should start, it's 2 weeks, right? Let them start preparing the mother of all protests when this lockdown is over. Because now, when you are talking about the health ministry, they will take you seriously. Yes. They are not going to go abroad. Tell me where they are going to go. The USA, no one is sure that this would go away in the West by September. No. No. It's not. So since they are not going anywhere, what other opportunity would you have to effect change other than hitting them right now? Tell me. Do you think there is a better time we will get in the next 20 years to do this? Don't worry, their incompetence will find them out. Or their incompetence has found them out. Well, let me read you. Only a revolution will change things. Of course, there is World War III going on in space. My colleagues are dying every day to protect the world. My dear, I don't know where that comment is coming from. The masses need to demand all politicians are treated in Nigerian hospitals. Please, I want to relocate to Canada. Who will help me come on my rescue? My dear, is it safe there? Is it safe? Is it my Gloria Udo? I don't know if you're a sister or a brother. They have no choice. There is no hospital space in Europe and the USA. You don't get it. These people are coming back. Their children are coming back because there is no space in the West. You don't get it. They have no choice. You don't even need to demand that they be treated here. They are all running from Europe and America. That is the key. That's the key thing happening here. They have no choice. Their children are coming back in private jets every night. Landing in Lagos and Abuja. Ask those who work in the airport. Ask airport workers. Those people that work on the runways. What do you call them? They have no choice. There is no other place they will seek refuge other than home. Now we are going to make them feel what it's like living at home. Their children are all back home. Those who are not yet back are making arrangements. Some are going to detour to 2 or 3 countries before they arrive Nigeria. That's the thing. That's the key. And that is the reason we must strike now before it's too late. That's the reason we must strike. Every Nigerian, it's time to make your demands. These people are going nowhere. Where are they going to fly to? Where are they going to run to? Nowhere. Nowhere. They are not going anywhere. In so many European countries, there will be no flights coming in or going out till month end, April. Are you getting it? So we don't need to. In fact, we want them to go out. We dare them to go. We dare them to go abroad again for treatment. We dare them. Let them go abroad again for treatment. Is anyone holding their legs? No. No one is holding them, stopping them from going. Let them go. Let them. It's very unsafe. Africa is the safest place right now all around the globe. No kidding. Africa is the safest place you can get right now anywhere in the world. So since our home is the safest place, now is the time to make demands. If not, these people will not listen to you. Just like Nigerian doctors, I'm watching them. What are you people still waiting for? Down your tools and leave these people. Down your tools and leave them. They are the ones go to Gwagwalada Hospital right now. Could you believe that Gwagwalada National Hospital has only 2 ventilators? And they had to move one to Asorok when Boo Boo was down. Yes, only 2 ventilators. Even the Asorok Hospital that got $1 billion last year has no single ventilator. It's time to make them sleep in the bed they made. It's time to make them sleep in the bed they made and feel what the people have been feeling. Nothing more, nothing less. Lockdown, really? Really? Have you seen that your needs are not their needs? What you're thinking is not what they are thinking. What you call a problem is not what they call a problem. They are not even seeing this as a problem to them because they are comfortable. Buy food, stock up, buy this, buy groceries, buy. How are you going to buy if you don't have money? Many Nigerian families don't have 100,000 naira in their savings account. I mean the whole family. Not have it in cash. That's less than the amount of money these people that buy supplies in the homes of these politicians get. Extra. Just for the food budget, they will add more than 200,000. And no one will feel a thing. They just give them dollars to change. You go change, buy those things and bring them here. This is the sad state of Nigeria. Do you think that most of us abroad wouldn't want to come back home and stay home? Many people in the UK would give anything to stay in Nigeria right now. Most Nigerians in Italy, if everything is okay, they would have left Italy a long time ago. Like 2 months back. Before the last airport shut down, many people would have left and come back home. But they are ready. They are willing to take their chances with the virus than going home, because they know that they are going to meet hunger for certain. For sure as day, as sure as night. They know what they are going to meet back home. And these people don't even care about the masses. Come on. That's such a sad sight to behold. That your people would rather stay in a virus-infested continent than come back home and die of hunger. Shame on these people. Guys, you can call in now if you want to call. Let me read the last comment. If there's no call, then I will end the stream. I will come back later in the evening. I proposed in 2011 that in Nigeria soon, the rich will be the meat of the poor man when the poor has nothing more to lose. I never thought this would happen in my lifetime. Of course, Africa is not the safest. Only pray this virus dissipates. Otherwise, there's going to be anarchy soon on the streets of Nigeria. Everyone stay away from the cities if you can. Locate to countrysides. Listen, we know many things about this virus already, that we need to be planning ahead of time. Now is the next phase, which is how are we going to capitalize on this opening? In Europe, the whole European manufacturing base is shut down. Believe me, if this virus was going to hit us like it's hitting Europe, it would have happened a long time ago. Look at where China is, Asia. Look at where Africa is. Look at where Europe is. Look at where America is. You think if it's affecting us like it's affecting those people, that the whole place, everybody would not be wiped out by now? Huh? You think? If it was going to happen, it would have peaked in Nigeria right now, more than in Spain and Italy. They have better healthcare systems than us. We have the cure. We have the cure. It's there already. They are already treating people with hydroxychloroquine and antibiotics, which is this exact thing they are using to treat people for malaria and typhoid, high fever in Nigeria. Why is it killing these people? Is because even ordinary malaria kills them. Malaria kills them like chickens. This works like fever. They eradicated it in their continent a long time ago. It doesn't exist there anymore. It's fever. So we've gone past that level. It is not, believe me, it's not going to. I don't blame all those outside youths that went and burnt a police station, because their imam told them that this is not real. And they've looked around, they don't know a single, show me a single poor man you know that is suffering from this. Show me a single poor Nigerian that is suffering from this. I'm not saying it's not real, it's real. But as long as you've been treating malaria and typhoid in the past 4 or 5 years, believe me, your chances of getting this is zero, is just little to zero. Little to nothing. The report is already out. The people suppressing this thing, the people doing this thing are the big pharmaceutical companies. Bayer, Johnson & Johnson, and Co. They are the ones suppressing the news. But if you know where to look, you will get. I will repost it again. Right now, America is treating people with hydroxychloroquine and antibiotics, and it's working. So let's just Stop letting them control the narrative. They shouldn't be the ones telling you what should be done. You should be telling them what you know. And believe me, most of them don't even have the information you have. Pray you meet these people, you stay in their midst and have a conversation with them and see how empty these people are. You see how shallow the people running your affairs are. Ask anyone who've met them before. Possible King Raja King, thank you. Ask anyone who've met. These people can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. So why are we allowing them control the narrative? Or you think they will magically know what to do to help you? No, don't expect them to do anything for you. You have to go and take it. Again, power concedes nothing. Power concedes nothing. You don't negotiate with anyone you consider beneath you. So they consider us little ants, little animals. Sometimes you don't blame them because when they walk in the street, you see your own people praising them. The people they should be running from. These people are supposed to be fully garbed in metal gear. They should be draped in metal gear so people don't stone them to death. Rather, they will be in the street walking and people will be shouting, Ranka dede, Ranka dede. Baba Agba, Oma Alaja, Onyisi, Mpachoi. Why wouldn't they take you like little ants? Tell me tell me the incentive to make a concession. Why would they even consider anything to you? Just let me know. Let me know why you think they can make any concession to you. America negotiates with China. America negotiates with Russia. America negotiates with India. But why don't they negotiate with Nigeria? Your president went and gave them millions of dollars for arms, right? The arms, they've not sent them. The money, they are not going to give it to you. And if he asks too much, if he pushes too much, they will topple him in a coup. Alan Onyama, Boeing has his money. They may probably give him now that they've gotten bailed out by the US government to the tune of trillions of dollars. Yes. But would they do that to a Chinese company, a Chinese billionaire? Would they do that to a Russian billionaire without suffering any consequences? No. That is how power works. Power concedes nothing. You have to take it. In closing, my fellow Nigerians hearing me right now, or who are going to hear me later, do not let these people treat you like animals. This is how they start. They may be running an experiment on you without you knowing it. I'm not saying they are doing it yet. They may be running an experiment on how to control you people, make everybody. Are you noticing how only a few people can control the entire population? Now you know why they don't want an armed population. Imagine if you people were armed right now. A policeman will be doing this to you. A soldier will force you to swim in a very dirty water that will give you more sickness than the virus you're running from. Listen, we are very, very far, and the earlier we come back, the better. Thank you everyone for listening to me right now. Since there are no calls coming in, I think I'll have to end the stream right here. I'll come later in the evening. Please like and follow the page if you haven't done that. It's a new page, and tell our people that we are here right now. And I opened another page, Mazichkuka Chizorom, just to get in touch with the friends that I've lost over the past months since I've been fighting this criminal syndicate in the USA that specializes in robbing the poor people, using the poor people masses to raise money and not give them anything. So they've been massively reporting my account. They've been taking them down and all that. So I just opened that page back to reconnect with friends and family. Guys, please help me share this and follow me. You can go subscribe to my YouTube page, to my YouTube channel, Ijele Speaks. Same as here. Let's do it together. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Hope to see you soon. Bye.